And you thought Camaro sales were bad the last few months. Wait until this quarter. What's going on, guys? Matt over here, Lethal Garage, and today I want to talk about Camaro sales, and not in the best of lights. And there's reasons for that, and I want to touch on that. Now, for those of you watching this is a talking head video. There's not going to be pretty pictures or anything like that, so minimize it. Don't look at my terrible face, and just hear what I got to say if you guys are interested in the information. As many of you guys know, I posted the other day about the potential 7th gen full electric Camaro, and I had highlighted going down to my dealership recently looking for Camaros because I had a friend who was interested, wants to buy a Camaro, and I wanted to take him down to show him Camaros. And I went down to the lot and they literally had one Camaro. I'm like, what the heck, where are all the Camaros? So I talked with their ordering guy, and they have Camaros on order, but it all comes down to supply chain and the strike. We're seeing the effects of the strike. If you look at most Chevy dealerships, you'll see they're missing certain cars across the lot, quite a few different models, and such as the Camaro being one of them. The downside is also customers aren't highly demanding the Camaros, so owners of car dealerships aren't owning them, are not ordering them as much as they may have in the past. And it really just comes down to production and desire. So one, the strike hurt GM more than I think most people realize. They're still playing catch up. They're still trying to produce cars that are on order. I know Paradise Chevrolet has Camaros on order that have not been fulfilled. They've been on order for a long time and they don't even know when they're coming. So yeah, they haven't picked up the order. So if you didn't know, basically the dealership can submit an order based on allocation given by the plants. So the plants or the manufacturing facilities dish out, hey, dealership A, B, and C, you get 5, you get 4, you get 3, and then they pick the models that they want and all that stuff. And it gets even more derivative of that, where it's like you get 2 LT models and an SS model, build them how you want, you know, kind of thing, or a Z01 or whatever. So dealerships had 10 in and they haven't been picked up. So, and they told them they had allocation. So it's really interesting to see that those have not been picked up, built, and delivered. That being stated, Paradise isn't the only dealership. I went online to search how many SS vehicles are on the lot in a 2,000 mile radius. 2,000 miles, that's easily half the country. 600. Only 600 SS vehicles across half the country. That's not that many. that's not a lot. And that's 1 SS and 2 SS models. So I'm kind of concerned seeing that, because one, you're limited in choices. I think I did a narrowing search for the 1LE and it was like 50, you know, and ZL1s there was 120. So it's interesting, and I know that will vary depending where you're at in the country, and dealers getting deliveries all the time, and etc., but the dealerships don't have a lot of Camaros right now. And even in the comments of the last video, a lot of you guys have commented like, my dealership has none. Some of you commented, my dealership has 30, my dealership has 60, my dealership has 2. You know, so some dealers seem to have them, other dealers don't. And the nice thing about that is dealerships who do want them can trade for them or get them if needed. But if you're just a Joe Blow consumer coming in like, hey, I want to maybe buy a sports car today, there's no Camaros for you to go see at some of these dealerships. And I'm sorry, but I know me personally, if I'm walking in off the street or coming in being like, man, I want to go check out a Camaro, I'd love to test drive one. If I go to a dealership and they have none, that doesn't say anything positive. And the downside is if there's only, let's just say 5,000 to 10,000 cars in all the dealerships across the country, those sales numbers for the month are going to be terrible. They're going to be bad, really bad. So I'm fully expecting Mustang and Challenger to continue to trounce the Camaro in sales. I think a lot of it has to do with supply and GM ramping back up, getting ready from post-strike. It's unfortunate, but it's something they're having to deal with. I think they also have the issue of dealerships deciding to forego ordering the Camaro because the cars just are not moving. And it's really not looking good for the performance side of Chevy right now. It just isn't. Like, C7 Corvettes haven't been on lots for a long time, and C8 Corvettes aren't going to be sitting on lots for a long time. Every C8 coming off the production line is sold. So you're not gonna be able to go down to a dealership to even go look at a C8 anytime soon. Outside of maybe production models or pre-production models, they're still floating around showing off at dealerships here and there. And it's a really weird time, and maybe it's a good time for this to be happening, because I don't think anybody right now is going out and buying brand new cars with the COVID-19 and all this coronavirus crap. And yes, I'm recovering from a flu, not COVID, but just a regular influenza standard flu for this time of year. I only had a fever for, what was it, 12 hours? Then it broke and I'm good, and I'm just congested. But anyways, Camaros, it saddens me to see the market in this place. And I don't know if it's so much GM strike that has caused a lot of distancing. Is it the model that's caused a lot of distancing? I honestly feel the new V8 LT1 is probably the best bang for your buck V8 vehicle you can buy right now. People were getting them below MSRP. I've seen them out there, people getting them for $29,000. $29,000 for a V8 that has the tech that it has, like, that's pretty dang good. Now, some people say they don't like the body style. It's really not that much different from the 5th gen. It really isn't. They just made it more performance oriented. Either or. I don't want to get into arguments of why the 6th gen failed, or failed to see the sales that the 5th gen achieved. No, yeah, no, I'm not going to go there. But let's look to the future. Let's hope GM continues to build the Camaro. Let's hope we start seeing more Camaros hit the lots so more people can enjoy these amazing cars. I know I love my 6th gen. She's my baby. She's now a drag car for life, but I've been hyper focused on a car that's not even here right now. It's up at Heath and Craig's place getting body work done for my 1971 Resto build Pro Mod setup. It's gonna be freaking amazing. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen? I'm starting to think Camaro's not gonna be built after this year. I'm starting to think they're just, you know what? Let's just stop building it. Let's cut our losses. I don't know if they're selling enough cars to pay the bills, and maybe they have to continue to build Camaros to offset Cadillac sales as well, because I don't think they're selling enough Cadillacs alone or Camaros alone to keep that plant going. But maybe between the two models, that's good enough. Or maybe they're going to start building other vehicles there. And a lot of people are like, oh, they stopped building Camaros because they're building C8 Corvettes. Not true. They're not building C8 Corvettes where the Camaro's at. So, and they're not taking staff from where the Camaro's at to go fly them to Kentucky to go build there. At least I don't think they would be. I could be wrong. Maybe. What if that was happening? Either or. Let me know what you guys think down below. Camaro sales are going to be terrible. Be ready for it. Be ready for all the Mustang and Challenger fanboys to be like, boo! Camaro's terrible! Yeah, let's just all get along. Until next time, guys. See you on the road.